In my area, I have seen many buildings and architecture, but I realized one thing that they do not think creative. They just do such type of designs like take a box and just copy these steps. So no creative thinking, just boxes. Okay, I don't. I'm not saying that each architect follows the same technique, but most of I have seen in my area.
हेलो.
Honestly, I'm saying.
दिस इज नॉट अ फिलोसफी क्लास. उन दो वर्ड्स का मतलब बताओ बस.
So here I would like to try with this box, and I just disable this pivot point. I don't need it right for now. And first I will decide a width by checking this option here, and I would like to take it as 1 for now. At least it should be zero point 0.8 or zero point 0.9. Okay, it is fine. So second thing I'm going to do is add a height here, and height it should be at least 70 feet because the building I am visualizing it should be at least a 7th floor. So I just took a 70 feet here, and by length it should be at least 25 to 30% calculating the height. So for if you take that 70 feet we took the height, then I would like to take length by at least 40 feet. No, at 30 is fine as well. Yeah, if you calculate it from the 70 it should be at least 25 feet. So yes, I'm fine with the um, rectangle I'm seeing by using this box. And for it, for now I would like to just check out the segment by pressing F4 button. And here I would like to just add few segments like vertical segments and horizontal. Why I'm adding it, you will just see after some minutes. So here I would like to just add some length segment. For now I think this is fine. I take a 15 segments. Okay, and now I'm going to add a horizontal segments by adding height segment. So for now it should be like this 20 height segment I take. Okay, so this is perfect I think. So I would like to just add a modifier on it. It should be like ff 2 by 2 by 2. Okay, why I'm using 2 by 2, because I just want to stretch these corner vertices. Okay, and it should be in proper form. Okay, so I take control points, and first thing I'm going to do as per the concept I'm visualizing, I'm going to just take this vertex here. Okay, this is the basic geometry I thought, and now I take this point here. Okay, and if you see this, I take z axis to this point. So this is just a basic shape I created using FFD and box. And this height should be at least I want to take it at least it should be in 7 feet. Okay, why I took a 7 feet, the lintel level of ground level, it should be at least in a height 70 feet, because we will place a doer at that height, and that's as per that concept I'm thinking. For now I'm not considering the height from the actual base the plan. It is just a conceptual design, so I haven't prepared anything from very technical, because I do not have a drawing, right? Everything I am just directly visualizing with the concept in the mind. So I would like to take this vertex to the little bit forward from the x-axis. Now if you see this geometry from the front view, you will be able to see this kind of thing. Okay, so I from the front view, by pressing F button, I would like to take this vertex to here. Okay, and yeah, I'm happy the kind of result I am seeing here. I would like to turn off the button F4. As you see that the segments I have added, because of this segment I am seeing a proper geometry like this. Okay, So do not forget to add the segment to be able to see the geometry properly. So I am just take this control points and I take this point to this stage. Okay, and I would like to move both points, like I am just, you can see from front view I would like to take this. Okay, so I want to keep it like this because I want my building to seen in in z axis more in height. Okay, so this is fine I think, because if you copy this to the mirror, if you copy into the mirror section of this, you'll be able to see a proper geometry what I'm trying to do. So basically I would like to just press a shift button, and from x-axis I copied this, and now I instance copy I take. Okay, why I'm taking instance, because I want my geometry to edit from one direction and automatically to another direction it will be changed. So for now, if you see that if I am changing this point, and automatically you are seeing that this geometry is also being changed. So I select this one and I flip it by pressing a mirror button here, and yes, I want it in x-axis, and hit an OK. So yes, right now I am just seeing this kind of thing. Okay, as per the concept I am just happy with the thing I am saying here, and just a little bit I take it closer. Okay, okay, now I want these points in little bit z axis down. Okay, so yes, very I'm very much satisfied the geometry I have received, because anyone who is watching from this scene, the building will look awesome, because some part of upper side, some part of down part, he will be impressed after seeing the result. So what I'm seeing that if you go to this y-axis, I will take this y-axis here, and I keep this straight, because if you see that the back part of this building, it should be straight. I'm just covering the building with this here. Okay, so what I do, I take another box inside this. Okay, just to just to give a proper building section. Okay, yes, I take this box, and this should be at least 70 feet. You know that the whole is right, 70 feet. Okay, so if you see that this is the building, inner part of the building. Okay, so I just want to keep this very simple. I'm not adding many complications, because as you see, yeah, there is an issue, because in the default options you are getting so much segments, and I don't want it, right? So better way to delete it and draw it again. So while drawing, do not forget to make it one again by pressing a right click, and now I am going to add it one more box. So here, while visualizing this concept, I am not using any plan, I'm directly visualizing as per the concept in my mind. I'm not using any reference image. Okay, I just want to improve my design thinking, that's why I took this challenge. So here I am just increasing it by height and make it like 70 feet. So okay, I turn it, convert to editable poly, and just I think it should not be overlapped properly from the top view. By pressing T button and vertex, I just okay. So at this point you can see that I'm happy with the point I'm seeing from the front view, but in this section it should be also filled. Okay, so I take these both points selected, and I take little bit to y-axis, I move it to the y-axis. Now just little bit from x-axis, take this vertex here, from another direction you just take it, and now I am just happy with the thing I am seeing here. Now you can just take this position to like this. I am using a shift button, and from y-axis I am just extruding it. Okay, so okay, I'm not just taking it so much to the back level, but it should be look in proper geometry. So here I came with the idea. Now it is very simple. Like if I want to just fulfill this area, okay, just I'm just trying to fill out because empty here I'm seeing, I'm not liking it very much honestly. So what I'm doing, just I'm selecting these both vertices, and from y-axis, sorry, from x-axis I'm taking this point here, and from another direction I'm x-axis I'm taking this. So in this way I just got an idea that I got a proper building concept, okay. And this thing, okay, what I want to take is I want to take this as well little bit down till the point here, okay. So I take this to a little bit down, and yeah, this is my main idea actually. I won't take it in this time similar way, and front view I take, I think this should I take little bit to this way, okay. At this point in front view I am just trying to keep this, okay, this line to match this way, okay. So I think this is a good idea, okay. So I got an idea of elevation, that how I'm going to create it. So now I want to separate this glass railing parts, because what I'm trying to do, I want to separate this part and make it a glass railing. So what I'm trying to do, I just want to select these two polygons and I want to detach it, okay. And I will detach it from the existing geometry. So here, as I detached it, I need to change the color just to understand that con and which part is the my main backside wall point. So here I am just selecting this point and I'm just changing the blue color, okay. So now I will be focusing on this part as I'm going to make railing on it. So this is my railing, and by alt q button, by pressing alt q button, I just isolated it. So here will be my main class railing. So if this is the front part, then I need to think one point is here. So better way, you just first visualize your idea using 3D, and just after get it approved, just start creating drawing, and this way everyone works, right. So I just add a line here, connect, and I want to just keep it like one line here for now, because as you see that I want to just add an entry here. So as you see, if you see that it will be a entry of a 70 feet building, then it should at least be in height, like at least I guess 9 feet by height, yeah. But if you see in z axis, I'm going to value height of 9 feet. Right now it is, you see, it is just zero point 0.9 inches. So I just add a 9 feet. Yeah. Now I got a height to add my entry. But while working on this height section, I got another idea to shape our building in mere way. So I draw this line and I want to just scale it little by in x-axis. Now we got a very nice triangle here. So what I would like to do is just add a one more line, and before we go to that, I just want to detach this, okay. I have detached this segment and just changing, okay. Now here will be my entry. If you see in the building, you know that this is 9 feet height, and this will be our what, this will be our entry. So I do first, I would like to divide it by adding a one segment at the center, and better way to add just one connect, okay. Now if I want to entry by, you can just see that by width it should be in, what would be the width of your entry, I guess it should be, I think 8 feet, no, 10 feet, no. If you have a grand opening, then it obviously should be around 10 feet. So yes, for now I'm just keeping it as a 10 feet, you say, yeah. But believe me, as we are dividing it from 10, then it should be like 5 feet from left, 5 feet from right. And if you are choosing a chamfer option, then if you want going to create a 10 feet entry, then you should add 5 feet. Okay, now you got a 10 feet, right? And you just delete it by pressing Control Backspace button. Now you got an entry section here. Okay, as you got the entry, just select it and detach it as well. Detach it. Okay, and here I have selection blue part. Now we got an entry section here. Okay, now if you're saying that you just need to feel this area whatever you are seeing, right? Now you need to select this part by pressing Control button. I'm selecting this, so you just need to fill out this option. So how you can even do that? You just select this part and just extrude it by y-axis and use the snapping tool by clicking a right click on this. I just enable the vertex point and I go in vertex mode and just I would like to snap it to this point. Yeah, I'm snapped it. Now in this way we got understood that this area is full feet, right? Now I just want to detach is at where, because it will be our grand opening, but it will be our frontal side, then it should be also nice. So I select this point and by pressing shift button from x-axis I copy this time I'm not using instance copy because I don't know if some way, if I would like to keep us one part different and other part different, then I would like to keep it as only copy by using a mirror option. Yes, now it's looking fine. Okay, in this way we got an idea from our front side the building will look good. As you know that this is a 70 feet in height, this building. So you, what else we can, what pattern we should use for the glass glazing? So for me that I'm seeing that we are just using this pattern like basic shape. I am just seeing that from the long shot this is looking like a triangle. Okay, actually it is rectangle, it is in triangular form, if you see. Yeah, so I would like to keep this part in a triangular glass glazing. So how we can do that? Okay, I just want to select this part and first thing we need to do is just add a proper segment. I go in ring section and just connect and add some segments like this. Okay, just visualize the proper glass glazing for this. Okay, just keep it in mind, it should match properly. Okay, so first you need to add some segments and then you need to add some horizontal segments. Just keep in mind it should look like a proper glass glazing. And so for now I just did it. Okay, now I select this part and alt q for, I just make an isolation mode and here this part I just want to work on this part. So I would like to go in all modular. I would like to go in main toolbar section. So now I got an option here which is in polygon modeling, and here I'm getting an option generate topology. And if I click on this, here I got a pattern, and here you see that here is edge direction. You just need to click it on once. Yeah, now we got a perfect triangular, what we call glazing. Okay, so here we got a glazing and I'm very happy with the result I'm seeing here. And if you're seeing that it's in like better than triangle, because I think this is suiting more. Okay, so we decided to make it a triangle. So how you can do that? So you just need to add and manually work on these things, like you just go in cut and just select this point and this point. Okay, select cut and select this point and this point. Okay, select cut and add this point to this point. Okay, you just need to fix it manually. Yeah, if you have another way to fix it you can do it. I'm happy with the thing I'm seeing here, and just unhide all. Right now just you can see if I turn on F4 button, now you are seeing this option, right? And same thing, I do not want this same thing here. Okay, okay, why? Because I want this part and this part to look different. And yes, it should not be in class rating, because that's the beauty of thinking different design. So I think I do not want this part and this part same. So what I'm doing is I just select these three parts. So when you tried some attempts and made this pattern, right? And if someone is trying to create the same pattern in AutoCAD with the lines and perfect geometry, so you can just help him by importing this pattern into the DWG format. You just need to select these file, export, and from front view, okay, you just need to go file, export, export, okay, and here you need to choose you need to choose DWG format, okay. So in this way you can just use this same pattern in AutoCAD and edit it into final illusion, and then it will really help for somebody who is working on the execution. Yeah. So for now we got this glass railing pattern for our front section, and we need to add some entry here, okay. So for the entry I would like to do something, okay. I just select it, alt Q, and make it isolated, and we need to just add a 2D geometry for the reference, right? Rectangle, I took it. Now I take this rectangle, and you need to just make this rectangle, you need to just think it as a entry measurement. And now just if I take it to 10 feet by width, and height you need to take like almost 10 feet, or you can take it 11 feet, okay. So what I do, I just I want to make it its center, okay. So you need to go and somewhere where your snapping tool is, here in the left corner, right section, vertex, and you need to turn on this midpoint just to add it into the midpoint. So I took to geometry, and now I have kept it in as an entry here. So we got this reference point, okay. So I take this here, a 2D geometry, select it, and modifier list, I take extrude modifier. Now we turn this 2D geometry into 3D box, okay. I just keep a one copy here, okay. We choose a second boolean option, okay. So I just second boolean option, subtract, and this point, okay. So select it again and turn it into control poly. We're facing some problem here that this geometry is not formed proper way, so better you just select all vertices, and you just need to weld this, okay. It just some geometry is not formed well, so just by selecting control A, it should be like weld. Now it is weld, the geometry is fixed. In this way we did it, okay. I think if we have chosen the pattern triangle, then you should also think somewhere here a triangular pattern. So better I choose something like I choose this two segment. Think we should add very less segments here, okay, because in upper part I want big triangles. So right now I keep it 3, okay. It actually calculated 4 sections. So, and I just add a one segment in between this, just like this. And now I want to try one thing here, what we had chosen before. In this topology, if you see that the topology option, you will get in here polygon modeling, and you get generate topology. And in the topology option, if you choose this way, okay, now we got this pattern, okay. And I think this is good, so I'm happy with the result I'm seeing here. So like we have choose these triangles here, we had decided to add big triangles here. In this way we got this hexagon, so we need to just fix it like dividing it by triangles. So I think we just need to add some cuts here, like in 3ds Max. If you click on right click, now we got something like this. I think I have to just add some border here because they need some support of big framing here. Okay, so I just add by alt q, I just turn to it an isolated mode, and in rectangle I just add a line here just in the border section. Yeah, and in rendering mode, enable in viewport, enable render. This time I'm not choosing radial, I'm choosing rectangular. But as you see that the framing is the direction of the framing, is it good? No, I don't think so. So I think you should change that direction of the framing at some point. So how to fix it? Like here, you in the rectangular, you would see an option here, angle. Okay, if you just minimize the value, yes, we got a proper framing here. Yeah, that is something we need to fix it first. And then as we know that this part we added a framing, similar way we need to add a framing for framing support on this part. Yeah, and we just need to add it from the this light and left part, because in the middle section there already a framing. Okay, so we are not going to add it, and just keep it as well, because this is not so important. We'll just combine it by turning into editable spline. Yes, now I triangular, I am just adding this section. Okay, and just I added this framing as well. In this way we are going to keep thickness of this border and this border same. Rectangular here. Okay, you should not forget to disable it, and then, because if you want to get a full geometry, then obviously you should turn off this. Now you add a shell modifier, and okay, for temporary you know that this will be our entry. Okay, okay, so in this way we got our entry. We know that temporary, we are able to understand this is our entry. So the important thing is here, now you just need to make this glass glazing. So for that you need to add a triangular framing, and it is very easy when you have added the sections. So you just go in edge mode, control A, select all edges, and you get an option here, create shape from section, and just take a linear here and go okay. Now you got a framing here. Okay, add the thickness. Now if you select this, and your thickness should be almost like 1 inches and 1 inches. Yes, it is very, but here is one point I'm not able to just edit it. Yeah, rectangular, if you want to change the direction of framing, you can just use this option, angle. Glass glazing work to make it should be same, I guess. So I select this one, and now I control A press, I just go to this point, linear. Now we got glass glazing here too. So instead of just keeping that different part, you just select these both parts and select this one and attach it. Okay, both glass glazing, this is our frame. You can name it as a glass glazing framing. Okay, yeah, so we got this nice exterior elevation, and all we are going to focus is our elevation is mainly from the front view. Okay, because bus. Okay, so we are just considering we are going to render from the front view. The idea, if we add some basic floor here, just draw one rectangle from the top view. Okay, convert it into convertible editable spline, go to segment mode, and take this rectangle to here, and this point is here, this point is here. Okay, yeah, I want to just delete this segment. So in spline mode, I go to the spline mode, and outline, I just make it thickness like almost I think 15 feet I should take. Yeah, I want that outline from the outside side. So better I added a minus 15 value in 15 feet, and we got this footpath outside. So best you just in modifier list, I go in extrude mode, and point 2 would be our point 1 would be fine. I think point 1 I okay, this will be my outside footpath. And I'm just visualizing how will be the landscape of this building. I want something here, I want a base here, I want to add some base. So I just group it, adjust this pivot point first to this. Okay, you if you go into this option, you are getting affect pivot only option, and if you just select this point here and here, now we can just turn off this. Whenever you need, you can just check your z value and increase the base height of your building. So I wanted to do that, so I just changed this pivot point to the this point of the building, like bottom part. And now I am just, if you give 0 value, it means that it is on ground 0 level. Okay, so here I want to add some level here. So what I do, I just give like 3 feet. Yes, it's good, even it is 3 feet. So we got a 3 feet value here, and I just select these options, and I just ungroup it with here, and now we can just make it like this. Okay, I took a 2D rectangle, convert to editable spline, rectangle, segment, and this is the point. In this point I take, and if you use the snap tool for edge mode, then it will be automatically snapped to this edge. Okay, go to modifier list, I add extrude modifier, and you should just add a value 3 feet. Okay, now we got a perfect rectangle. Yeah, and by selecting a face, you can just uh, uh, I extruded this floor and just want to just add some point here. Okay, what I do, I just by pressing a control button in isolation mode, I select both these things and unhide all, and just scale that into the this axis. So automatically on other point it will be scaled as well. Okay, at this point I'm scaling, and now I'm going to select this point as well from by pressing control button, and this way. Okay, now I just want to, from y axis I want to keep this as well here. I want to keep this here. Okay, and here we are going to add steps. So I use this technique that I divide it, we know that is 3 feet, so how much steps it will be. If you calculate the one step and height like 7 to 8 inches, then connect a ring section, I connect and add some edges. 4 steps it will be fine, I guess. Yes, just ring, connect, and okay, we got these steps here. So best way, just select these 3 steps and extrude by 1 feet, I guess. Yes, now you just need to deselect one face and just extrude one face. Okay, deselect one thing, one face, and extrude. Okay, deselect one face and extrude. In this way, in quick way, we just added the steps. Okay, very nice technique we have. I think it's very good technique. And okay, I just turn this object geometry into the editable poly, and I select these polygons, and I take this face here, and I also extrude this way. Okay, now by selecting this face and this face, I am just hitting on bridge. In this way we fill this part as well. Okay, so here we got a nice floor a night base for our building. So let me know that how it is looking. Yes, I think it's good. And we just need to add some railing. You can use a glass railing as well. But if you are seeing this building from this way, I think it's looking good, right? So if you choose this object, and just we need to add some thickness here, because we know that this part is gonna be our thickness part. So if you are looking into this, then understand one fact. So just add inner thickness to this polygon. How you can do that? Just add a shell modifier, okay? And inner thickness you need to add, okay, not outer. So make it outer amount 0, and inner thickness we are going to make it at least 0.8. Okay, so we just added a thickness here. Wow, we got this point. I think we have mistaken one thing. Just control shade. Accidentally we deleted one part. Yes, and that part is here. Yes, so let's not delete it and just add one modifier directly here, shell modifier. Yes, thickness amount 0, inner amount you should add at least 0.8 inches. Here we got, right? Here we got thickness, and now what I need to do is just in the shell modifier I am going to add one more modifier in poly and just extrude it. Okay, yes. No, the process of my working, just I really like to just add lighting and materials first, and then I decide which material I have to use. Okay, so the good thing about corner rendering that it already has a nice library. You just add one material on this object and you can just edit it as per your requirement. I really like this way. In similar way you can do the same thing in the V-Ray, because right now V-Ray is also offering the library. So if you can do with this, then I first thing you need to do working in corona rendering exterior, you need to go in render setup, right? In render setup you need to choose corona render. Okay, you can choose the path. For now I just select corona render here, and then as per your requirement you can add options here. So for now keep it as it is. So first important thing, I'm going to add a glass material. So before some years it was so complex method of creating glass material. For now you have a library. You can just directly apply corona glass material, this icon here, and now corona material library is open, and into the section of glass you can see the various materials are here. Carpets or many default materials are already here. So whatever you are trying to create, just select a similar material of it and just edit it as per your requirement. So this is very quick way of creating materials. You need to have a basic understanding of transparency and reflection to create a realistic material. So right now I am just selecting a glass material here, and here I need to see a proper glass which can be our glass glazing. Okay, so here I choose glass clear and directly drag on this our object side of glass material. Second material you need to add is how will be add a proper material here. So what I do, press a M button here. I take a blank material in this our material editor, and physical material I choose corona physical, which is basic material. Okay, and I assign to on this color. But right now what you are seeing are the default colors of this object. So I just apply this material here. Now you can see it is turned into a gray color, and now you need to just change the name of this material to framing. Okay, I just add a framing name here, and the color of this thing you need to just add. Okay, you need to add gray tone. Better you choose this color. Okay, and you can see that if you want to say the how the materials will perform in our final rendering, you need to double click on this material, and you know, the proper glossiness I'm not seeing. Just if you just increase the value of 0.52, now you got this material. Okay, 0.58, if you give the value the roughness, then you will get this kind of shine. So I think we got an idea how this material will look in our final rendering. So obviously, so we got a framing material here. Okay, just turn it on. Now we applied this on this object, default library material of Corona, but you need to change it, or if you want to see how it is, then you just need to select an object on which you applied Corona material and select a default material here in material editor, and you need to just and click on an object. Now you got an idea that this is this material. Okay, whatever the material you are seeing, okay, on selected object, it will be shown in corner white border. On this object this material is applied. Okay, so unhide all. Let's see. Okay, so I know that this will be our glass entry, and idea to you just select the upper part, and by hitting control button I am selecting this part as well, and you need to just detach it. Okay, okay. Now just shell this. Now you need to just turn to into convert editable poly, and control by pressing control button select all faces, and just take height to the 6 feet. Okay, yeah, in this way we got compound wall here, right? Just select this part here. Okay, and just adjust this floor to this point. Okay, I take this point here and I take this point here, so we got this floor like this.